In Tuesday morning's Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors meeting, the supervisors unanimously voted to approve an appeals request made by Lehigh Southwest Cement Plant to appeal certain conditions on a Reclamation Plan amendment that was approved earlier in the month by Santa Clara County Planning Commissioners. The Planning Commission had approved the Reclamation Plan with about 90 conditions included in it. Lehigh objected to a handful of them and filed an appeal last week to request the Board of Supervisors to remove some of those conditions. Along with those appeals, there were three other groups: the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District, BACE, which is Bay Area for Clean Environment, and QuarryNo, all filed appeals as well, similar in nature, looking for more restrictive conditions placed on Lehigh. And their appeals were not considered greatly. They were not discussed in the Board of Supervisors meeting. There was actually very little discussion in the Board of Supervisors meeting, and it was passed unanimously. District 5 Supervisor Liz Kness, whose district covers Lehigh, which is connected to Cupertino and Los Altos, came forward with the information that she said, full disclosure, that she had had lengthy discussions with Steve Abers of the Mid-Peninsula District the night before the meeting and the morning of the supervisors meeting. She said that she did not have meetings with BACE or QuarryNo. It's unclear why she did not agree to have a meeting with the two other appeals groups, but she did not. I believe that both BACE and QuarryNo will be looking to file lawsuits at some point or join forces with the Sierra Club, which already has a lawsuit against Lehigh. The Mid-Peninsula District has asked Lehigh to come to Rancho San Antonio to see specifically some of the issues that they have a problem with. One being the East Materials Storage Area, which is a growing pile of waste rock. It's overburdened to the quarry and the cement plant, and there's plans in the next couple of years to add 3.8 million cubic yards on top of what's already there. People already consider this EMSA, the waste storage materials area, to be an eyesore. They also believe that it could be leaching selenium into the water, and there are other environmental concerns. This is an ongoing topic, so stay tuned to Cupertino Patch and Los Altos Patch, where you will find regular updates on this.
Hi, I'm L.A. Chung with Los Altos Patch, and I was really excited to hear that you were at the County Board of Supervisors meeting, because this is a topic that doesn't get covered a lot in the mainstream press, and that's the reason why it's good to have local news in Patch, because the residents are very concerned, I think, about things that take place in their backyard.
True, very true.
And the Lehigh Permanente Cement Plant has been with us for decades. And has been on the landscape for many, many years. Everybody sees it. It's one of the most visible things on the West Valley side. And I noticed that there was something really unusual. The Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District, which manages the Rancho San Antonio County Park and has Rancho San Antonio Open Space Preserve as well, actually filed an appeal to the reclamation plan that Lehigh had. What do you think of that? What were their concerns?
Well, they were very uncomfortable in filing the appeal, first of all. It was not something that they wanted to do, but they felt that it needed to be done. There's a number of issues, very complicated issues with the environmental concerns, air and water quality. They have 30 staff members who work on site.
That's right.
There, and they're very concerned for their health and safety. Not to mention the fact that the East Materials Storage Area, which is called EMSA, is a growing pile of waste rock. It's overburdened from the quarry that gets dumped into this area, and Lehigh is going to only add to it. They object greatly to the EMSA growing. They object to it being there in the first place. And the Reclamation Plan allows for Lehigh to continue to grow that pile.
I recall in our earlier stories that when the pictures of the EMSA pile, the East Material Storage Area pile, were shown, that there was actually
Which you can see right here.
Yeah. But physically, that there was a gasp that went across the room when people realized how big it was.
Right.
And now I understand that the general manager of the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District has invited the supervisors to come, or Lehigh to come to
Lehigh.
Rancho San Antonio to see it from that perspective. Is that correct?
Right, yes. He has asked them to come and walk the property with him and other board members, board members of the Mid-Penn district, to see just exactly what the public sees and why there's a public outcry in just the physical look, the aesthetics of what's going on there. I asked him after the meeting what the next step was, and that is the next step. He said that he will sit down with the board of directors of the district to discuss what steps may take place after that if they get nowhere with Lehigh meeting one-on-one. So there could potentially be lawsuits coming down the pike with this subject.
Well, certainly, if not from the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District, you certainly could probably see something from the Bay Area Environmental Coalition. I can't remember the title. BACE.
BACE.
Right,
and
from
QuarryNo.
BACE and QuarryNo, possibly.
Correct.
Well, you know what's interesting is that a lot of people don't understand the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District is an independent body that was created by the voters in the 70s to acquire and manage open space. And we all have representatives who vote on this body, that we vote for them. So, for example, Kurt Riffle, who is a Los Alton, is part of Ward 2. He took over for the long-running district director for the Los Altos Hills, Palo Alto area. And I'm not clear who the one is for your district, but we probably should carry that in patch so people kind of understand how this area, very important open space resources, go.